Hi students, class 10. So your new chapter is going to start today. Chapter 11 in physics, that is human eye and colorful world. In this chapter some portion has been deleted, but some portion you have to learn properly. In previous years in board exam many questions came from this chapter. So whatever is in your syllabus you have to learn clearly, and for that my topic is today human eye. About human eye you have learned in previous classes also, but in detail I am going to say you again. This is the structure of human eye. I have already drawn you. This is your human eye. Actually in physics you have to learn the significance of each part of the eye and what is its function. How does the we are able to see the object around us. Actually, what is the use of eye? Eye help us to see the objects around us. So, how we are able to see? Our eye is having a lens. That lens is going to form image on the another part of the eye. Actually, that image formed is inverted, but our brain interpret it in a proper way. So, first let me discuss about the part of the eye. Actually, this is the actual structure of eye. We are only able to see this portion, or we can say up to this portion, up to this portion. This portion we are able to see. When you are looking at the eye of some portion, so you are only able to see this portion, not this one. But actual eye is like a spherical ball. Behind this we have a spherical ball. If you have seen the skeleton, so you have seen that two holes are there. Those two holes are for keeping the eyeball. The whole ball, that is known as eyeball. Now eye consists of which part? What are their function? A bulging part, which is a transparent bulging part which we are having in everyone's eye. That bulging part is cornea. Cornea is extended up to this. This whole portion is cornea. That is the bulging part which is transparent. Inside that, beside cornea, there is iris. Iris, different people have different color iris, and due to this, you can say that his eye is brownish, someone's eye is blue, someone's eye is greenish, someone is black. So iris is that particular color. Actually it is not a particular color, it is a muscular diaphragm. When light falls on iris, iris is having some colorful pigment. So a particular colored light is reflected from the iris. The particular color light which is reflected from the iris gives the color of the iris that particular color. If if my iris is going to reflect brown color, that means the pigment present in my iris allowing the brown color to be reflected back, and other color are going to be absorbed. If someone is having blue, so that means the blue color light is reflected back and other lights are absorbed by the pigments. That is the reason different people have different iris color. In India, mostly people have brownish black, that color of iris. Inside the iris, you can find a dark black color object, that is called pupil. Actually, this is the hole through which light enters inside the eye. So, this one is the pupil. Here I have drawn it a little bit wider, but actually you have seen in your eyes how much small is the size of the pupil. So through pupil light enters inside the eye, and then light passes through the lens, and after refraction the image of the object is going to form. Now iris also helps in another way, that is it adjusts the size of the pupil. That means suppose you are moving outside the room, so suddenly your size of the eye will be decreased. That means actually size of the pupil will be decreased. Your iris will adjust in such a way that less amount of light will enter inside your eye. Otherwise your eye may get damaged, because the sun rays are composed of many kind of harmful rays also, and scorching sun rays, if enters inside your pupil, it can damage, it can dry some of the nerve cells which are present behind. So iris helps to adjust the size of pupil so that proper amount of light enters through it. When you are returning back to the dark room, your eyes become wider, the size of the pupil increase. That is also due to the iris. Iris is muscular diaphragm, so it can change the size. Okay. Now, in between that cornea and the iris and pupil, that portion is covered by a liquid. That liquid is known as aqueous humor. Okay. Actually here 99% water is present, and more than 99%, 99 point some percent of water is there, and 0.05, 0.02 like that, some vitamin minerals, those are present. So that liquid is known as aqueous humor. Actual refraction of light occurs when light enters cornea and this aqueous humor. After that it enters in this lens. You can see this is a convex lens. Inside that, behind that iris and pupil, there is a lens present in our eye, and that is made up of convex, means it is a convex lens. Even this also is looking like convex, so this also acts as convex lens. So main refraction of light, refraction means bending of light, occurs in cornea and inside that aqueous humor. After that it enters through the pupil in the lens. So in the lens, again a little bit refraction occurs, not too much. Then the light is going to focus together here, and here the image is going to form. The portion where the image is going to form behind the lens, at the end of the eyeball, this portion is known as retina. Retina is the portion where the image is going to form. And in between retina and lens, this portion is filled up by a liquid that is called vitreous humor. This is a jelly-like liquid. The portion between retina and this one lens is filled by a jelly-like liquid that is called vitreous humor. Actually, vitreous humor gives support to the retina. It gives support to the retina and to the lens also. It helps both the things to be in correct position. Okay. Now, another thing is there. At the corner of this cornea, these kind of things are there, muscles. Fiber-like things are there. They are known as ciliary muscles. In this corner also and in this corner also. So what is the function of ciliary muscles? Ciliary muscles help to adjust the focal length of our eyelids. In the previous chapter, when we have learned about lens and mirror, we have seen that lens is made up of glass where it is having a fixed focal length. But our eye lens is not having any fixed focal length. The focal length of the eye can be adjusted. That means it can be changed. How it can be changed? By changing the size of the lens. And who does it? Ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles help to change the size of the focal length of the human eye, so that we are able to see the distant object also and nearby object also. Otherwise, in normal lens, which is made up of glass, a particular object at a particular distance can only be focused. But in our eye, object can be anywhere. The focus object, the image will be formed in the retina in a proper way by focusing it on the retina. So this is the function of the ciliary motion, so that the focal length can be adjusted. So many things are occurring here. Now, in the retina, some particular cells are there. They are color sensitive cells. So those color sensitive cells are going to give you the colored image of the object. Colored sensitive cells are of two types, rod cells and cone cells. Later on I will discuss about these kind of cells. Today I am just giving you the introduction that color sensitive cells are there in the retina, and those cells are going to give you the colorful image of the object. Now when the image is going to form on the retina, the electrical signals are going to be converted into the electrical signals are going to be produced, and those signals pass through the nerve cells, that is optic nerve is there. In this portion there are nerves inside also. This nerve is having connection with the brain, and these are the nerves I have drawn, and these nerves are known as optic nerves. So optic nerve sends message to the brain that this object, image of this object has been formed, what is the color. So that signal when reaches to the brain, we can interpret that what is the image has been formed. So all these things you have to learn in detail in proper way. So main part of the eye and its function that you have to know has been written here. What is cornea? What is its function? What is iris? What is the function of iris? Aqueous humor, how does it help? Aqueous humor helps in the refraction of light, because here the light was traveling in air. As soon as it is entering in our cornea and then the aqueous humor, medium is changing. Medium is changing, so refraction is occurring. So main refraction is occurring in cornea and here only. And after that the lens is there. So this whole portion is acting as a convex lens, or not, lens is only this one, but this whole portion is helping in converging the light. Cornea and aqueous humor also helps in converging the light rays, so that the proper image can be formed by focusing. So this is all about iris and iris. I told you two functions are there, so both two you have to remember. First one, particular color of the eye is due to the pigment present in iris. Second one, iris help to adjust the size of the pupil according to the light present in around us. Okay. Then lens. What is the function of the lens? Lens, through lens the light rays comes from an object, goes through, and lens is the only object which is focusing the which is able to make the light rays to focus on a particular point. Lens is helping the light rays to focus on a particular point, and that is on the retina. So it helps in the formation of the image. What is retina? The screen where the image is forming, that is retina. Where in the retina you can find color sensitive cells. Name of those color sensitive cells are rod cell and cone cells. In between retina and lens, a liquid is there. What is the name of that liquid? Vitreous humor. What is the function of vitreous humor? Vitreous humor helps to hold the retina, lens, everything in a proper way. Okay. Then ciliary muscles. What is the function of ciliary muscles? Function of ciliary muscle is to adjust the focal length of eyelids. So this is all about parts of human eye. I have told in detail. If you have any problem, you go through the video again and again. And other portion I will discuss in detail later on. So thank you very much.